hockey people. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. I'm Anthony DeGoy. And as we continue on with the season team previews, we are now at number 7, the Boston Bruins. After a NHL record-breaking season with 65 wins and 135 points, a lot of experts thought the Bruins would take a deep dive with the retirement of Pierre Bergeron and David Krejci. But the Bruins did better than those people expected. So let's go back and look how the Boston Bruins season was last year. They had 47 wins, 20 losses, 15 overtime losses for 109 points. They scored 267 goals, allowed 224. Defense and goaltending are definitely the strength of this team. But you can't brush off the core players they have for offense, like David Pastrnak. He played in 82 games, 47 goals, 63 assists for 110 points. He has become top 10 player in his league with his scoring ability. And then you have everybody's favorite player, Brad Marchand, who is now the captain of the Boston Bruins. He appeared in 82 games, 29 goals, 38 assists, 67 points. May not be producing the way he was in the past, but he's still a solid player and a leader in that locker room. And he has calmed down his play, so he's not as much of a nuisance as he once was. Then you add in Troy Corey and Pavel Zacha, who were players that took over the spots for last season for Bergeron and Krejci and did an alright job. Troy Corey appeared in 82 games, 25 goals, 35 assists, 60 points. Solid year. And Pavel Zacha played in 78 games, 21 goals, 38 assists, 59 points. That was a career year, I believe, for him. But in the offseason, the Bruins added on Elias Lindholm to take over that number 1 center position. And that will help out definitely, and have Zacha and Coyle play more down to where they need to play at. But overall, this team, top 6, bottom 6, is very solid at forward. On to the defense, led by McAvoy and newly signed Nikita Zadorov. The Bruins have a great defense. McAvoy appeared in 74 games, had 12 goals, 35 assists, 47 points. And Nikita Zadorov played parts of last year with Calgary and Vancouver. In Calgary, he played in 21 games, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. And in Vancouver, played in 54 games, 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points. With Zadorov, you're not getting offense. He is a solid defenseman and will help McAvoy in certain situations, especially penalty kill and shutdown moments. And you add in Hampus Lindholm, and you do have a top quality half of defense. But overall, defense plays solid, and they have a good defensive scheme to help them out. On to the real strength of the team, was Jeremy Swayman, who seemed to have, in the last year, climbed up and took over the starting job. He appeared in 44 games, 25 wins, 10 losses, 8 overtime losses, a 2.53 goal against average, a .916 save percentage with 3 shutouts. Swayman, every year he's getting better and better. Sorry, dry mouth. Linus Ullmark. He appeared in 40 games, 22 wins, 10 losses, 7 overtime losses, 2.58 goals against average, a .915 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. For a couple seasons, this is a top 5 goaltending tandem. But with Hallmark going to a last year with contract, and Swayman seemed to be the future. Allmark was traded to Ottawa in the offseason, and in return, they got Jonas Corposalo from Ottawa. He signed a big contract last offseason after playing parts of that year with Columbus and LA and helping out to get the playoffs. But last year wasn't his best year. Appeared in 55 games, 21 wins, 26 losses, 4 overtime losses, a 3.27 goal against average, 8.890 save percentage, or 0 shutouts. Playing in Boston with the defense they have and the system they play, Corposal will put up better numbers. Definitely he will. Also, Jake DeBrusk left and signed a nice big contract in Vancouver. In 80 games last year, he scored 19 goals, 21 assists, 440 points. He was a solid bottom third player who could put up some points. He will be missed somewhat in Boston. And deadline pickup, Pat Maroon. He left and went to Chicago, and he played parts of last season with Boston and Minnesota. In Minnesota, he appeared in 49 games, 4 goals, 12 assists, 16 points. And he played in 2 games for Boston, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points. He was a bang-em-up type player in the stage of his career, could chip in an odd point here and there. He was there to help the bottom 6 during the playoff run, and as expected, he has moved on now. We've already talked about them adding Lindholm, Korpisalo, and Zorov. It's a good solid pickup. Now on to the cap. They have $8.6 million in cap space, and that's pretty much all sitting there waiting for Jeremy Swayman to sign. They need to figure out how to sign him. He's a key part of this team. Going into the season, they could do a month with Korpisalo being the starting goaltender, but anything past a month could be pushing their limits. So pretty much all the cap space they have is designated to getting Swayman signed. They still have 1 spot open on the roster. Hint, hint, Swayman. They have their first round pick in this year's draft and 0 second round picks. And they have all 3 retention spots available for trades. Even with the loss of Allmark and the possibility of Swayman not being signed going into the season, I still see Boston as a playoff team and a team that will play for first overall in the Atlantic. I can see this team making a deep run if everything goes right. But overall, yes, I do see this team as a playoff contender and could make a serious run if everything, as said, went right. So tell me what you think about the Boston Bruins upcoming season down below in the comments. And if you like the content we are producing on this channel, please subscribe and like our videos, and also follow us on TikTok at Anthony.the.goalie. And as always, thank you for watching and all support, and have yourselves a good night.